Love at first bite. Hey guys, if you are looking for a healthy treat for your sweet cheeks, I really recommended one of my favorite dessert all the time. This called Sangkaya Fak Thong, a wonderful dessert that melts in your mouth and can include flavors ranging from the sweetness of pumpkin and savory egg custard. My name is SITI Aida binti ABDUL Khalid. Today, I would like to show an interesting demonstration at my father's farm on how to make Sangkaya Fak Thong with a simple and easy step that you can cook just in your home. Sangkaya Fak Thong is one of popular street vendor dish that is often sold in the streets of Thailand food markets. It is renowned for its texture and its sweetness. Before that, I will go over the history of Sangkaya Fak Thong, then the ingredients and step with an important tips on make a perfect Sangkaya Fak Thong. Now, let's begin with my first point about the history of a popular street vendor dish in Thailand. But before we begin, make sure your hands are clean. Sangkaya Fak Thong is visually appealing as well as a delicious dessert coming from Thailand, which was ranked in one of a famous dessert that hails out of Thailand. Before we go through, what is Sangkaya Fak Thong? Traditional Thailand dessert for a steamed pumpkin filled with a custard made from a creamy coconut, sugar and eggs. Not only in Thailand, Cambodia also has a version of a pumpkin custard that is similar to that Sangkaya Fak Thong called Ipop Sangkya. Let us begin with the list of ingredients to make Sangkaya Fak Thong. First, the main ingredient we need is a pumpkin. You can choose either a pumpkin or a kabocha squash. I use a kabocha squash because the flesh slices are easier to cut than pumpkin, and you can also eat not only the flesh but the skin after it's been steamed and cooked. The important tips for this part is choose only a small size pumpkin because we want to fit them in the steamer. We need 8 chicken eggs. Most of Thailand dessert use a duck egg as an ingredient for their dish, but I choose only a chicken egg because I want to make it simple and easy. 250 grams of Thai palm sugar. After that, 375 milliliter of coconut milk. Then, 1 tablespoon of salt and 5 leaves of pandan leaf. Before that, we need to tie them up in a knot like this. First step is we need to prepare the pumpkin. Be cautious as pumpkin have hard skin and firm pulp. So we need to use a sharp knife. For those who are inexperienced, you should be very careful. Now let's begin. The blade here and avoid putting your hand this way. Always hold the pumpkin on the same side as the knife spin. Cut the top of pumpkin and open it up. Once it's done, you have to cut through the part of the seed. It's time to remove the top part. Now, we have successfully removed the top of pumpkin and cut it smooth like this. Then, remove the seed using a spoon and scrape them out to make the inside clean. Now we have done remove the seed. After cutting and remove the seed, wash the pumpkin and put them upside down to dry. Step is let's make our custard filling. Start with cracking up 8 chicken eggs. will put in Thai palm sugar at 250 grams. Okay. Not be afraid to use your hand, it's okay. We'll be mixing the ingredients with hand after we put the next ingredient, which is coconut milk. After that, 1 tablespoon of salt. And the final ingredient we are putting is pandan leaf. Now, we will start mixing. Hand squeeze the ingredients to dissolve the sugar, to mix the eggs and to extract the pandan flavor. Focus on getting the flavors out of pandan leaf. We use the squeezing technique instead of whipping because whipping generates bubbles. If there are too many bubbles, our custard will be porous once cooked. Once we are almost done with mixing the custard filling, let's turn up to stove for the steamer. Use high heat because we want the water to boil. Once the ingredients are well mixed, we need to strain the mixture. Gently strain the mixture because we want to avoid bubbles as much as possible. See, our custard mixture looks silky smooth even when it's uncooked. Fill in custard into the pumpkin until almost full. Once the water boils, reduce the heat to medium. Why? Because if we steam on high heat, the filling might burst and become not so nice. Steam them about 55 minutes to an hour. Our custard in pumpkin must be ready. From this video, I hope that we can get new knowledge, a simple and easy step on how to make Sangkaya Fak Thong as a dessert, especially for berbuka this coming Ramadan. Last but not least, do not forget to try cook this dessert for your family at home. Do not be afraid to try a variety of menus because for me, cooking is fun and it is really enjoyable and relaxing hobby. I will end my speech with one quote from Harriet Van Horn. Cooking is like making love. You do it well or you do not do it all. That's all for today. Thank you.